How everybody doing on this Shabbat? This Gorilla Wayne on this Shabbat. Boy, I done restarted this radio several times. This is it. I hope everybody having a good day on this Shabbat. I just got two or three things to say on this Shabbat. I'm gonna point out something that I noticed in the Genesis that I didn't know before, that I just realized. I'm gonna be reading from the Sefer Bible. Sefer Bible is the same as the King James Bible, except that it has the original names of everybody in it. And then it has a little extra added, a little extra seasoning in it. We'll be reading from Genesis chapter 3, from 1 to 15. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahuwah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, now remember, the serpent was more subtle, smart. Let's look up subtle real quick. What does subtle mean? Serpent was more subtle. Subtle. Cunning. Subtle means cunning. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahuwah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, has Elohim said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for Elohim knows that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as Elohim, knowing good and evil. Yeah, they're going to die. Right now, they got everlasting life. When they eat of that tree, their eyes going to be open. The vitamin and minerals going to hit them. And the Most High going to take his spirit from them. Not all, to where they're not going to have everlasting life anymore. For Elohim knows that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as Elohim, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her man with her. And he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of Yahuwah Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And the man and his woman hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah Elohim amongst the trees of the garden. And Yahuwah Elohim called unto Adam and said unto him, where are you? And he said, I heard you. I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree whereof I commanded that you should not eat? And the man said, the woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the woman, what is this that you have done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon your belly shall you go, and dust shall you eat all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. It shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. So because the serpent had done that, he's going to put enmity between the woman's seed and his seed. Let's look up enmity real quick. See what enmity means. Enmity. The state of feeling or being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. Well, that's the way most people feel about snakes. They hostile toward them. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. It shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. So her seed gonna be bruising the snake's head, stomping on the snake. The snake gonna be biting the woman's seed's heel. So we talking about a snake that's crawling on the ground, that's gonna be uh, getting his head stomped. The snake gonna be biting our heel, all because uh, he was cunning and smart, and he told Eve, "Go ahead and eat that." Now, did the snake have the devil in it? Probably so. Is this about Satan? Probably so. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. And sorrow you shall bring forth children, and your desire shall be to your man, and he shall rule over you. And unto Adam he said, because you have hearkened unto the voice of your woman, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it, cursed is the ground for your sake. And sorrow you shall eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to you. So women have pain in childbirth. Do animals have? Anybody ever seen an animal have great pain in childbirth? A normal childbirth, not an ordinary childbirth. I've never seen an animal crying out in childbirth. Not an ordinary childbirth. Maybe an out of ordinary childbirth, they might cry out in pain. But ordinary childbirth, you don't see animals doing that. Only women. And us men, we definitely, in sweat of our face, eat bread. In the sweat of your face shall you eat bread till you return unto the ground, for out of it were you taken, for dust you are, and unto dust you shall return. And Adam called his woman's name Chua. That's what it's saying in Sefer, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also, and to his woman did Yahuwah Elohim make coats of skin and clothe them. And Yahuwah Elohim said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat, and live forever. Therefore Yahuwah sent him forth from the garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the garden of Eden as cherubim, and that flaming sword was turned every way to guard the way of the tree of life. So that's interesting. I never actually thought about an actual snake in verse 15 of Genesis. I always was thinking about just plain old devil. Anyway, I'm going to chat to you guys about something else. A YouTube video from Timeline documentary. Timeline World History documentary. The name of the video is The Mystery of Israel's Lost Ancient Tribes, Quest for the Lost Tribes by Timeline. This video is made by a Jewish guy from Israel. He traces 10 of the tribe. He says that he cannot find the other 2. He cannot find the Levites. He traces the tribes west and north. He doesn't go south to Africa. Now, I'm sure this man has heard of the Lemba tribe and the Igbo, and they got other African tribes. I'm sure he's heard of the Negro slave coast, the Portuguese slave trade, and Negro land, the place called Judah in Negro land, where all the black Jewish slaves were. He know about all that, but he doesn't bring it up for whatever reason. Maybe he's scared he's gonna get in trouble. He can't bring it up. Doesn't know it's another video, another Jewish guy. He traced actually did a DNA test. I think it was on the Limba tribe. Proved they had the Levite priest blood. These is black people blacker than me. But this guy, he don't uh, bring up any black people. But Hebrew Israelites are not only black and they not only white. They white and they black. When Israel was in Jerusalem, when they were conquered by the Romans, Babylonians, Assyrians, Persians, when they were conquered, they took those people as slaves. They mated with those people. And they had light-skinned Hebrew Israelites, white Hebrew Israelites. They took those people back to their countries. They took those peoples to Europe, Asia. That's why today you have in Spain Sephardic Jews, because those are Jews that went to Spain. They fled over to Spain after Israel was conquered. All the conquerors stayed in Israel. They stayed there for many hundreds of years. Hebrew Israelites, they went north, south, east, and west. In Spain, uh, everywhere. Asia, you got Sephardic, you got Igbo, Limba, you got Judah down in South Africa, you got Ashkenaz. They went everywhere. They went everywhere. And they mixed with everything. If we could only get along and stop and everything wasn't so divided on color, the world would be a better place. I wonder what that fruit looked like. I don't know. But if it was a tree, it wasn't a watermelon. I tell you, I got a watermelon in the fridge now. Boy, I know the hell I eat some watermelon. Hell, I eat some watermelon. Hell, I get knowledge and strength. You know what I mean? Even trouble. That watermelon good for you. Even trouble. She better get somewhere. If she don't want none, she better get somewhere. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. Everybody, y'all have a good Shabbat day. May the Most High rebuke all demons in your life and in your body and around you. Rebuke all curses. Mercy, grace, blessing to everybody, including myself. Everybody have a good Saturday. I'll holler at y'all later.